By the time the students at Evergreen Elementary and middle schools reach the door for Sue Brown's after-school surf program, they've already gone through the ups and downs of a 6-hour school day, which means Sue never quite knows the direction each afternoon will take.
So I'm even some days, I could tell just by, in general, when the kids come in and you can feel the vibe of them, sometimes I'll shut down what we had planned and switch it because I can already see it's not going to go well. So I think that's part of it too, is switching when, knowing when to switch when things aren't going to work out.
First of all, I want you to know that Sue works with about 250 of our kids. We have that many kids in our kindergarten through 8th grade program. And so when you work with that many kids and that many ages, you have to be able to handle whatever comes your way. And Sue is definitely first and foremost all about relationships. And not only does she love those kids for who they are, but she also loves and values and cares about their families. And so that is definitely something that stands above all else when I think about Sue, how much she deeply cares. The other thing that comes to mind is just Sue's great sense of humor. She keeps things light, and it doesn't matter what's going on in her life. She comes through this door every day with a smile on her face, a great positive attitude, and shares that not only with the kids, but with her staff.
Balancing the needs of 250 kids while supervising staff and interacting with parents is no small feat. But Sue says the fun relationships she forms with the students make it all worth it, even though they can get a little mischievous.
I love all of my kids. You have the kids who you never have to reprimand for anything. And then you have those kids that you're constantly talking to about the same thing. And I love them just as much. And sometimes they almost make me laugh more. Sometimes some of the things kids do where I need to correct them, I have to turn around at my desk first and get a grip so I won't laugh, and then turn around and speak with them. But I just make sure that they know that when I'm speaking to them, and sometimes I'll make mistakes, and I tell them all the time, I make mistakes every single day. Everybody makes mistakes, and that's okay. We just move on from there. So I think as long as they realize that, it's not the end of the world. Give me a hug. Okay, and we're going to start from here and be fresh, and it's all good.
Sue has that natural ability to exude that unconditional love for all kids. Sue does take them for who they are. She loves them for all their quirks, and those kids know when they walk in this door that 1, they're going to be safe, but 2, they're going to be loved and valued for who they are, and that they will be given the grace when they make mistakes, that tomorrow will be a new day and Sue's going to be here and Sue's going to love them no matter what.
It's not uncommon for Sue to have students in her after-school program from the time they are in kindergarten until they are in 7th or 8th grade. The stability of the relationships that are built year after year enables her to become a friend, counselor, and maybe most importantly, a champion.
I think until you understand them, you don't really know them. So I just like to chat with them. The things they say are so interesting, but it gives you an insight into their home life and problems they might be having at school. And, I can help with suggestions, or sometimes they just need to get something off their chest. Maybe they're just having a bad day. After having kids for as long as I've had them, when they come in, you can tell by the look on their face. And sometimes, like, you ask them what's wrong, it's nothing, and you just give them a big hug and they kind of break down, and then they're better and they go, okay, and they move on. So sometimes they just need a hug.
Every student, every child has a story, and it takes a very caring individual who's willing to dedicate the time and energy that it takes to learn their story and to know who they are more than just a student at Evergreen School. And so Sue is that person who learns their story and will take that story and make it work for that child. Like I said, every kid needs a champion, and Sue becomes the champion for them. She's not going to let any child fail. She's not going to let any child feel like he is less than anyone else, and she's going to make sure that they feel loved and valued for exactly who they are.